Hi, my name is Richard Hutton and welcome to the Exponential Fund, the place where you learn to invest and absolutely crush average market returns. Excuse my voice, I have a little cold, but big news. As of June 1st, it is the 1-year anniversary of my strategy, the Exponential Fund, being public on eToro. So, if you're new here, I created this simple strategy called the Exponential Fund, which is essentially investing an equal amount in the 20 largest companies that have been growing their sales by at least 10% every year for the last 5 years. So, big, fast-growing companies, right? Now, the goal of it is to outperform the S&P 500 over a long period of time, let's say, 5 to 10 years, right? Because all of these companies are so fast-growing, they are, more controversial than other established companies. Thus, the stock prices are much more volatile than that of the broad market. There can be periods when it's even uncorrelated with the broad market, and there can be periods where it underperforms the market, right? Well, I said this from the beginning, but I didn't anticipate that I would start off my public track record with a historic crash. Oh well. So, this crash in 2022 is as big and as significant as the 2008, the 2000, and such. So it'll go down in the history books. Whoops. So, to cut to the chase, the portfolio is down 42% in its first year of operation. Yikes. It has to go up 80% to get back to where it was. Yikes. But here's the thing. Pretty much all of these companies have continued to grow their sales and profits during this period, and yet the stock price went down. Well, that's divergence, right? So, of course, in this crash, there are companies which are declining in sales, like other car companies and such. But mostly, Google, Tesla, and Block are still chugging along. Anyway, for the last week, my account was up 0.24%, basically flat. And the S&P, again, didn't have a big move, up only 0.63%, right? Now, let's review a few of the tweets I posted last week. I do kind of like Twitter, like this simple, short form that can be potentially broadcasted to a lot of people. Okay, I don't have a lot of followers, but, the gist of it is there. So, on Wednesday, I sold a bit of Salesforce. It spiked, I think, more than 10% on good earnings. Then, I had this tweet. You may have heard the phrase, "There's nothing that beats hard work." Of course there is. Smart work. What? If you currently have an income from working, there are people in the world who work exactly the same number of hours per day, per week, and earn 10 times more than you. Probably even in the same field. Right, so how about that? How is that possible? And probably there are people who earn 100 times more with the same number of hours. So if you simply work hard, do more of what you're doing now, there's only so many hours. I mean, if you work a standard 8 hours, the max you could possibly work in a day is triple. And obviously your productivity wouldn't be triple because as the time goes on, as the hours drag on, you get fatigued. So your productivity per hour goes down, right? So it's not even triple. However, generally speaking, you are rewarded in the economy in direct proportion to how much value you bring, right? Not how many fucking calories you burn, right? Nobody cares how much muscle tension it took to, get the job done. What matters is how much value did you create. I saw this meme saying that the world is not changed by early risers. The world is changed by lazy people who wake up at noon looking for a simple way to get the job done, right? So creativity, right? How do you find a simple, more efficient way to get the same result or better, right? There is essentially no limit to creativity, to how much you can improve your productivity. Now, it will be step by step. Like, you can't just increase 100x overnight. I mean, extreme examples exist, but generally speaking, you study some in your field or something else, then you apply this new piece of knowledge, and you become 5% better. And you then read another book, and then you keep doing this, like this iterative process. And sometimes you can have a breakthrough, which is like a major jump suddenly, and then you continue the steady upward trajectory. So, just this idea, I'm not very impressed by, hard work. Oh, work so hard. Okay, I mean, better than being a lazy fuck. But that's not the pinnacle of human achievement, just brute force, right? Creativity. And the final tweet of this week. My stop loss on Tesla is $0, right? So, if you are a trader or studied trading, speculation, many teachers say when you enter a position, you must have a predetermined stop loss. If the stock drops this much, it means your hypothesis is invalidated. It is not in fact an uptrend, and cut your losses. Now, to be clear, I acknowledge the fact that it is possible to make money trading, but it's very hard. I didn't succeed, despite years of trying. Oops. Now, in investing, so my biggest position is Tesla. And in what case would I sell? In what case would my hypothesis be invalidated? It's very simple. I will sell when Tesla stops growing its sales fast, right? So specifically, what do I mean? Is over the last 5 years, I want the sales to at least double, right? So once a year in January, when Tesla posts their annual report, I look. Okay, in the last 5 years, are sales at least double? If yes, fantastic. I hold for another year. If no, Tesla is not growing very fast anymore. Time to sell. Right? That's it. My stop loss, my criteria for when to sell, has nothing to do with the stock price, right? If I were to summarize my epiphany in investing, would be the following statement. I could charge you $10,000 for this. I won't, but Anyway, here it is. Follow the trend, but not of the price, but of the fundamentals, right? So if great companies, innovative companies, follow an S-curve, right? The S-curve is the growth in sales. So look at that. The stock price is fucking noise, right? The most you could use the stock price is, it crashed a lot, nice, it's on sale. That's the extent of my technical analysis of the charts, right? So with this, you assure that you don't get caught up in the short-term noise and that you can catch that super long-term trend. And, with a great big company, since I started investing in 2019, it went up like 20 times, right? And it's still no signs of stopping, right? So by the time Tesla stops growing fast, who knows fucking how high it will be? I bet much higher than now, right? So wrapping up as a quick lesson for this week is a throwback to one of my very first videos is a lack of patience, right? So I said this is the main reason why people fail is short-term thinking. Well, now that I have a full year of the Exponential Fund, and it's a fucking catastrophe compared to the expectations, hey, I understand if when I started the portfolio, somebody asked me, do you believe there could be years when the portfolio is down 40%? I'm like, fucking shit. Yeah, it's possible. Goddamn. Do you think it will be this exact next year? No, I don't. I mean, anything can happen, but I guess. Well, motherfucker, it happened. So hang in there. If the stocks, the companies themselves, keep growing their sales and profits, and they are, it is inevitable for the stock price to go up. So, perspective.